Hello, Continuous Blessings family. My name is Katrina. I'm one of the admins for our group. I just kind of wanted to come on here because I was getting a lot of questions. Some of you got an email from me today. I'm actually reaching out to all of our members. So some of you may not have gotten the email yet, but you will be getting an email. I'm just asking for your status for your board because I'm wanting for us to get our boards moving. I got a lot of questions today, so just kind of wanted to clarify some things. Number one, not to step on anybody's toes because our admins are totally awesome and stuff, and I just got on the board, so they definitely was doing a job before I got here. But you guys, we are asking you guys to come to this board, and we're asking people to ask you guys to come to this board. So for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. For me personally, I do feel like I'm your customer service rep. I feel like I'm the person that you come to if you have any questions, if you want to know anything about the boards, if you want to know how the boards are moving, because all customer service does is service the customer. And even though this isn't a business, we're not an organization, we're not a nonprofit organization, we're not a profit organization, we're just a community that is building financial wealth within our Black community. And it's a vision. It's something that God gave to somebody a long time ago. So what I wanted to talk about right now is the history of Susu. And it's actually called Isusu. And it's originated from West Africa. So and in the Caribbean, I'm actually Trinidadian. My family is from Trinidad, and they also practice this. So it's actually called Susu. And what Isusu means is a group of people coming together to put money together. And that's all it means, is that a group of people come together, they put money together, and they all do what they need to do with that pot of money. So in Susu, what happens is that a community comes together, they get somebody that they call a banker, and this banker holds the money. For the first month, nobody gets paid anything. So you put the money in this pot, and every month you pay dues. Depending on how much the Susu is going to be for that particular group, you pay dues either every month, you can pay them every week, you can do them every 2 weeks. It just depends. It depends on how fast they want the pot to grow and how fast they want people to be blessed. And so what happens is we get a group of people, and we close after that group is done. Everybody that's in that group pays. The group stays closed until everybody gets blessed from that pot. So the pot gets empty when the first person gets paid, so we continue to pay dues. The pot gets full again when it gets to a certain amount. The next person gets paid. The rest of the people that's in there, we continue to pay dues, and it goes so forth and so forth. The reason you don't get paid the first month, because sometimes there may be something that happens, somebody may not be able to pay, and so for everybody to get paid, we have a banker that holds the money. So, coming to what we're doing now, the blessing community. In the blessing community, it's an open community, but you have to be invited in order to come into the community. So, instead of us paying dues every month or every week or every 2 weeks, what happens is you pay one time, and you don't pay to a banker, you pay directly to the person that it's time for them to get blessed. Everybody has already blessed somebody. So the person that's in what we call the water, we have the fire, which is the people that are brand new coming in. We have the wind, which are the people that have already paid their $100, so they move down. We have the earth, which have invited the people who are in the wind, which have invited the people that's now in the fire. And then we have the water, which has invited the people in the earth, who invited the people in the wind, which invited the people in the fire. So the reason that we ask that people bring 2 people is because those are your dues. Instead of us closing the group and paying dues every month, the dues that we ask you to pay is to ask somebody else so they can be blessed too. That way we don't have to close the community. That way we don't have to depend on only the people that's in the community. We can bless one another. So it's called a blessing pot because everybody blesses each other. It's Black people blessing Black people. And I know that we have issues sometimes with blessing people or giving our money to somebody else that we don't know. I don't know that person. I'm not about to give them nothing, but it's a blessing. And God says it's a blessing to be a blessing, and I'm blessed because I bless people. So for me, because I know the background of Susu, it was easy for me to join this group. It was nothing when somebody invited me to it for me to join because I know the benefits of it. But I also know that there's times in Susu when people don't get paid for like a whole year. So to get something within 4 weeks is a really good deal. But the kicker is that you are asked to get 2 people. So that's your dues. A lot of people are just saying, oh, well, you need to get 2 people. You're not going to get paid if you don't get those 2 people. It's a request. We would like everybody to have 2 people because it's going to fill the board and make the board easier, and it's going to make it move faster. But we understand that we have skeptics out there. We have friends and family that don't believe in this, that they think that it's a scam. Some people have been scammed by some of these. Some people think that it's a pyramid, which it's not. And so we get a hard time sometimes just getting people to come in and join. So therefore, because we get a hard time getting people to come in and join, sometimes people come in and they're ready to bless, but they don't have anybody, or maybe they only have one person. So us as admin, or from what I know from admins and other groups that I'm in, we reach out to other members in the group that maybe have 3 people when they really only needed 2. Sometimes we reach out and we get people. I went today and I sent out a mass email and 6 people have responded to me. And all of those people, if they decide to commit, I'm going to put them on boards that are not moving. And that's what I'm going to do. And because it's for me, it's a win-win situation because the person in the water is eventually going to be blessed, and my friends and my family is going to end up being blessed as well. So I don't have a problem with sending out a mass email. I got my blessing already. That's how I became admin. I came in the water. I got my 2 people. My 2 people got their 2 people. They got their 2 people. They're working on their 2 people. So honestly, I really don't need to get anybody else. But I want the boards to continue to move. I had a lot of emails that or messages that came back to me that said different things. One lady asked me to just take her and her friend out, period, dot, and I begged her, please just give me a chance. So one of the things that I'm going to talk to admin about is us having something for everyone to fill out before they come in, and so everybody can know that you need to have 2 fires, or at least have somebody that you have in mind, and be ready to pay the person that's in the water, and that way there will be no, I guess, misunderstandings or no confusion or no boards that's stuck. I do understand that one of the admins had mentioned that people have just been admins and they just completely stopped and stuff. And I think that that's wrong. But what can we do? There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing that the other admins can do about it. All we can do is do our part. This is a voluntary position, so I don't expect to get paid. I don't expect tips. I'm not going to ask for tips. I'm not going to tell you that tips are appreciated. I'm not going to say anything like that, just for the simple fact that I know that this is a volunteer thing, and I know people are doing this for different reasons. Whatever is on your heart, whatever God puts on your heart, that's what you do. If God puts on your heart to give a tip, that's what you do. If God puts on your heart to put your money in your pocket and pay that bill, then that's what you do, and that's just where I'm at with it and stuff. And I'm not knocking anybody else. I hope it doesn't sound like that I'm knocking anybody else. I'm just telling you how I work as admin. That's me, So this is how I want the group to be ran for my board. I want people to let me know who their fires are. I want people to make sure that I know their names and their method of payment. I want people to know who. I want to know who invited who, so they can get their props for inviting somebody, because we're just seeing people that's coming into the board and we have no idea who even invited them or how they even gotten into the board, because this is a closed community, but it's an open community, meaning it's closed to our community, but it's open because we invite somebody in. And so that's the do. So I know a lot of people didn't understand, why do I need to have two people, and why can I not only get paid if I bring two people? It's not that you won't get paid. There's people that's gotten paid and didn't have two people. There's people that's gotten paid and had like probably 5 or 10 people and borrowed them out to other people. My friend, she borrows out people all the time, and so that and she's been a really good example for me. And that's what I'm doing. I'm borrowing out people and stuff. So, and it's no big deal. We're a community. We're a family. That's what we sit here and we say, hey, family. And then when it comes down to it, where's the family? So I want to build a structure so that we can all work together. We can all be in this together. We can all be blessed. I'm asking that if you get blessed in the water and you want to come into another board to start again, please do that to help keep the boards moving. If you don't, hey, no love lost. We get it. We understand. Another thing that we're trying to do is when we get paid on this board, the $800, take $500, invest it in a $500 board. Get the $4,000, take $1,400 and invest it into the $1,400 board. And try to do it that way, and just keep our community flourishing, because it was caught. Okay, so in Africa, where it started in West Africa, is Isusu, and when it came to when slavery got abolished, and a lot of the slave owners were kicking off the slaves into more poverty, because we were so used to working and eating and having things for them, until when slavery was abolished and we were renting space off of the slave owners' land. Sometimes they would get a whatever up there behind and put us off their land for things like being able to vote, or things like being able to have something to say about something, or just because they didn't like the way we were plowing the land or whatever, they would just put us off. So they started something that's called co-op. And in co-op, they did the same thing. Everybody came together and they took care of the ones that needed the money. And then that's how Black Wall Street started. And because they started to penalize us for having the co-op, then people started getting scared to do it and stuff. But because of the co-ops, we were able to build Black Wall Street. And a lot of you guys know what happened to Black Wall Street. They came and burned Black Wall Street down, because we had doctors, we had lawyers, we had gas stations, we had car dealerships, we had people that was real estate agents, we had homeowners, we had all kinds of things going on in our Black Wall Street, and they came and they burnt it down, and we have not been able to pull ourselves up since. So right now, what we're trying to do is pull ourselves up and build it back up. That's why on Facebook we have started the Black business pages for all the states. We have started the Black area pages, just so we can come together and know who each other are and stuff. So those are just some of the things that I wanted to mention and throw out there and give you some information. So when people are asking you why do they have to have two people, just explain to them that that's the dues that we pay. Instead of paying monetary dues, we pay dues by asking somebody else to come in and get blessed. Thank you. I love you guys. If you have any questions, please contact me. Bye.